This old guitar taught me to sing a love song, showed me how to laugh and how to cry.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome back. This is Lakeisha Fox from Serenity Horsemanship. This is week 2 with the new guy. We've been doing a lot of different things lately. Learning how to stay tied how to stand calmly while being sprayed with fly spray, different brushes, haltering, even leading. We started on that yesterday. And it's been going good. Hopefully this weekend we're going to get him out into a larger pasture. He will get grass managed because, he's been in this stall for 2 weeks. The other previous pasture, there's slim grass picking. So just for his sake, he'll be managed. Probably turned out at night. That way the sugar content's lower. And then, stalled in the morning, sadly. But until, I don't know, maybe a week, maybe 4 days, week maybe. And then we'll start to let him fully go out in the pasture into a separate pasture. He'll be stuck with a buddy. We're going to go ahead and start with fly spraying. Make sure he's calm, comfortable. The fly spray, he's still a little nervous about it. That's okay. The flies aren't as bad this morning, but that's okay. It's good for him to try and get him on this other side. The other side is his shy side. He kind of protects it a lot. There we go. So we'll go over here. I'm going to go a little bit quieter. I think it's mostly the noise. And when he moves, and when he stands still. That's when we'll take it off. Get his head towards me a little bit. There we go. When he moves. There we go. Get his head towards me a little bit. There we go. Yeah, what a good boy. Rub him a little bit. Say, hey, it's okay. It's okay. Spray him some more. Ooh, he's like, whoa. The legs are a little weird. That's okay. There we go. There we go. Yeah, see? Everything's okay. Everything is okay. And that's how you kind of introduce fly spray. The other side, we had to do the same thing. He was just a lot more calmer with it. He is braver on the left side, which is weird because most horses are right-handed because you do everything on the right hand. So I tend to do a little bit more on the right hand side. That way, I can kind of get him used to. Let's do under the belly. It's a newer brush. We probably done this brush a couple of times. Even though this brush really ain't really made for this kind of thing, it's just good to get him used to different textures and feelings. Get him down here. Okay. Now let's do the tail. He's a little more iffy about me touching it. That's okay. That just means I have to touch it and then walk away. That way he kind of thinks about it, sits and relaxes. Go back. Yep. Go back and touch his tail. Keep touching it. and then walk away. Ain't that right, little guy? Huh? Yeah. He's just silly. But we've gotten to where, you know, I don't have to like, I can be more fluid with my motions. There we go. All right, that's pretty good. That is good. It's good for today. It's not something that I am too like, I have to have it. It's just something that is good because you never know. You just never know. So right now I'm getting the halter, putting the lead to the side, because I don't need more things flapping around than, you know, is necessary. Now, when I first started it out, I had to get him comfortable with me facing this direction, because the very beginning, most of the time they're very nervous, and they are just, because you've been approaching from this side, blocking, and now you have rotated over here, so it's a little bit scary. Now you don't want to just go straight with the halter. You want them getting used to you touching around here, underneath, and that takes a lot of just constant, and then walk away. And then you keep doing that repetitively. Eventually you might introduce the halter with your hand facing in this direction. Go with the fur, and blend in the halter. That is the very, very beginning. And eventually you'll start to rotate on the neck. You know, he might raise his head. They might get really nervous. That's what he did. So I would pet, and then walk away. And then I would go back. Once I got that really, really good, I would separate it. That way I'm prepared for the transition, which is going over and grabbing it underneath. So I would pet, and I'd go over, and then I'd rub. He probably would get nervous for a couple minutes, and then I'd walk away. He's like, what are you doing? So I'd go back again, and then I'd rub and rub and rub. Once you got that really, really good, then you can start to like touch it and then walk away. 90% of the time, they will raise their face high to get away from it. That's okay. Yeah. But we got that pretty good. Now, you don't ever want to tie it right off the bat. Once you can get it comfortably over the face, take it off and walk away. Come back and do that really, really good. I'd say 18 times. Once that's really good, then you can go ahead and finally put it in a knot. Now for him, he has a knot instead of a actual loop and back in. The knot is more comfortable, I feel like, for his situation. I might keep with the knot. I kind of like it because since he started from scratch, I can really teach him about feel and softness. This loop does not come off, which is cool.
It helped me make it through some lonely nights. Oh, what a friend to have on a cold and lonely night.